Campfire Tales and Midnight Dares, written by R.L. Stein. 4 friends huddled close. Max, Lisa, Benny and Sarah. The campfire crackled and shadows danced. "They say it's cursed," Max whispered, eyes on the dark woods beyond. "Cursed?" Benny scoffed, but he leaned closer. "Haunted by hellhounds," Max continued, voice low, red eyes, fur like smoke. Sarah shivered. Lisa giggled nervously. "Dare you to go in," she blurted. Shadows stirring, mist descending, midnight. The air turned cold. Mist crept from the trees, fingers reaching for the campsite. "Last one's a rotten egg," Max yelled, already running. He plunged into the darkness, laughter echoing behind him. Lisa, Benny and Sarah exchanged nervous glances, then they followed. The forest floor was soft and damp. Strange shapes loomed in the mist. Every rustle of leaves sent shivers down their spines. Whispers in the dark, eyes like embers. A twig snapped. Benny jumped. "Just a rabbit," Lisa whispered, but her voice shook. Then they heard it, a low growl deep in the woods. It seemed to vibrate in their chests. 2 red eyes pierced the darkness, then 2 more. 4 glowing embers moving closer. Benny's bolt, Lisa's scream. Panic seized them. Benny, always the fastest, took off running. A shape, large and shadowy, shot after him. They heard Benny yelp. Silence. Lisa screamed. A high-pitched sound that cut through the night. She turned and ran, but the red eyes were upon her. Max grabbed Sarah's hand. "We have to get out of here." They ran, branches whipping at their faces, the growls getting louder. They stumbled over roots, their breath coming in ragged gasps. Something dark and smoky slammed into Max, knocking him sideways. Sarah screamed again, but didn't stop. She couldn't. She risked a glance back. Max was gone, swallowed by the shadows and the mist. Sarah burst from the trees, racing towards the safety of the campfire. But the fire had died down, leaving only smouldering embers and cold ashes. She stopped, heart pounding, silence. The woods were eerily quiet. Then a faint jingle like tags clinking on a collar. It came from the edge of the woods, right where she stood. The mist swirled and then nothing. Sarah was alone. Dawn breaks, but not for everyone. Sunlight filtered through the trees, painting the forest floor in dappled light. Birds chirped, seemingly oblivious to the horrors of the night. A group of townspeople arrived at the campsite. They had heard the screams. They had come searching. Sarah sat huddled by the cold ashes, her eyes wide and unseeing. She couldn't speak. She couldn't explain. Empty tents, whispers on the wind. The townspeople fanned out, searching for any sign of the missing teenagers. They found their belongings scattered on the forest floor. A shoe, a flashlight, a torn piece of Lisa's shirt. But the teenagers were gone, vanished without a trace. The wind sighed through the trees, carrying with it the whispers of the forest, secrets it would keep, forever locked in its shadowy embrace. The forest stands silent, secrets kept. The townspeople searched for days, but they found nothing. The forest, once a place of beauty and wonder, was now shrouded in fear. The campsite remained deserted. Tents stood empty, flapping in the breeze like ghosts. The forest held its breath, guarding its secrets. A warning unheeded, a legend reborn. Years passed. The story of the missing teenagers faded into legend. A campfire tale to frighten children. But the forest remembered. And every now and then, when the mist crept in and the moon was full, you could hear it. A low growl deep in the woods. A whisper of smoke and shadow, a reminder that some dares are best left untaken.